Hey everybody, Thacia here with Legacy of Light in conjunction with One Love Wellness Center, coming to you for one of my 365 days from my heart to yours. And today just had a couple quotes to read, and then just to talk a little bit about the importance of self-care. So the first quote is by Gary Zukav from Thoughts from the Seat of the Soul. So he says, "You are related to every form of life upon this planet and beyond. As your soul evolves, you move into greater awareness of the nature of that relationship and the responsibilities that you assume." And the other quote is from The Quiet Mind, The Sayings of White Eagle. There we go. So, follow the light in your heart. Don't think that we are unaware of your disappointments and hardships and the fears that possess you. We in spirit know that you have tests. We know that the physical body is not always as fit and as perfect as it could be. We know that the material conditions of your life can be irksome. We are so attuned to you, our brother, that we absorb your feelings. We know the problems and the difficulties, but we would reassure every one of you that if you will truly follow the light within your heart, all will be well. And I believe, following the light within our hearts is this idea of self-care. We have to know when to step back, and, especially if you are in any sort of healing profession or giving, and just, everybody in any walk of life is giving of themselves. So you need to, replenish what you're giving away. And for me, this has, been a tough avenue, a tough road, is to always remind myself and remember that I do need to have self-care, because I have a tendency to give everything I have away and, leave myself, empty, because I have such love and a desire to heal and bless and make sure that everyone is taken care of. But in order for me to continue on this and to continually be able to do that, I need to first, make sure that I have enough for myself, and I do things for self-care. And went to a channeling last night, and then at the end we each got like a little reading, and that was one of mine, is that I am, in my healing, everybody else, I still need to remember this self-care, and to remember to do it regularly, and to get these healings, to get to, work with the other healers that I know for myself, and to, replenish what I give away on, a daily basis and regularly, and to also in self-care know when to give out and what to give out. And in healing people and helping people, not everybody wants to be helped, and to have the discernment to know, and to just step back and ask your heart, and ask your guides, and your team to help you be intuitive, to know when you need maybe a little extra self-care, or when you are trying to help somebody and they are just not ready. They have other steps that they need to take before they can actually be healed. So there is a lot involved in, in healing and in self-care and in just being who you were sent here to be, and caring for that person and the person now that needs the self-care now. And like White Eagle was saying, we know of the pain and the suffering and the things that you go through in the physical realm. We know this, and it's almost an urging from them to make time, to set aside time on a regular basis to care for the needs of yourself and to just let everything else go. And it's whatever you can do. And the more that you do that, the more that you will be able to share whatever gifts that you have to share, and to continue to do it on a regular basis. And if we as healers and helpers and humans, even just everyone, if we do not set aside time to take care of ourselves and our needs, then we can't continually give back. And you will burn out. And the things that you love to do will become chores and not this giving nature that you have. Because people can drain you. Things can drain you. So in self-care, we need to, replenish our store holds. We need to replenish what we're giving away. We need to put our oxygen mask on first before we can help anyone else. And this isn't just sometimes, it's all the time. And a while back I had set up a regular self-care regimen, if you would want to call that, whatever, and I kind of fell away from that, and now I am seeing different things where I notice that. And obviously the universe told me last night, hey, remember you? Yeah, you can be giving, you can be loving, but you need to take care of you first. And then it's easy, and it doesn't take effort. And you won't feel tired, and you won't feel worn out, because you will have taken care of yourself first. And to just do it regularly. Because we each are here for a reason. And we need to care for ourselves. We need to care for the person that we are now, right now, to be able to continue on this journey and to do the things that we came here to do, whatever that is, big or small. It doesn't matter. Everyone needs to have self-care, to do the things that just bring you peace, that bring you joy, that bring you relaxation, whatever that may be. to keep your storehouses replenished so that you don't walk in one day and there's nothing there. Because then it is harder to get back to that balanced state where it's a give and take relationship with what you're giving out and what you're getting back. And that has to begin with you, because you're in charge of your life. You're the creator of your reality. So how could somebody else do this self-care for you? They can't. It's a you thing. So, set up a regimen for yourself. Set up a regular thing that you do to take care of yourselves. And some people lead busy lives, but you have to set aside time for yourself. If you want to thrive in this world and not live in that surviving mentality. And, you will find that it will replenish you, and it will make it, almost seem like it's like you're not that busy, because you have taken the time to set aside to care for yourself and to show love for yourself. An appreciation for the things that you do, and to know that you can just stop and allow the rest of the world to go on for however many times. If you want to do it once a day, once a week, depending on what you're doing and how much you're giving away, And for me, once a month is not enough. Almost once a week isn't enough. Because I do give out so much. And, on the other part of that is to also just seeking to know when, to be intuitive to when people are not really receiving, and I am just, putting my energy into something that's not being received, but it's taking away from my energy, and that's okay. But to know when to stop and just listen, because we are each on our own paths, our own journey, and while I want to save this whole freaking world, not everybody's ready right now. And, the same in your lives. There are people that you probably want to help as well, that have their own journey and their path, and now is not their time. And just, asking for discernment. To know when to set aside time for self-care, and to know when to not give your energy out to somebody who's not ready to receive it. And just to continually just be in balance with who you are and the needs of Thacia, nor the needs that I in this lifetime need. And and we can work, you can work in your Akashic records and in the whole span of things, but also know that this being that's here right now, needs to have the experiences that it's having, but also needs this self-care for the body, for the mind, for the spirit. I mean, our spirits really don't need self-care, so to speak. We just need to learn how to balance with them, is basically how I see it, because the God within us is perfect, and we as humans are perfect, but it's finding this perfect balance where everything is just cohesively working, and there's no or friction and keeping us from going. It's when we can flow with all of the energy that we are. And, without self-care, it is not going to be possible. And, I have experience of many years of doing that, giving out, getting burnt out, and then I would take a step back, and it was difficult. But when I started doing these things for myself, this self-care, putting myself first, it seems to be easier, and then you don't get burnt out from helping, and you don't, because it is not affecting you the same way, because you just keep replenishing it. So it's this cycle, it's this, the ever turning wheel, this circle, and this beautiful existence that we are in. So make up a regimen for yourself. Maybe it's taking a bath, or meditating for 15 minutes alone every day, or whatever you want to do. Take a walk. You can set aside time to pray. But as I said before, prayer is every thought that we have. So, but set aside something that is going to replenish you. Or get a massage once a month, and then do some other things throughout the month. Do something to give back to yourself, to show yourself some love. Because the spirit world and all your guides, they love you continually. You're eternally adored. And it's our human form that has to come in alignment with that. So, self-care, set it up. Do it for yourself, because nobody else is going to do it. So, I love you all, and I will see you back here tomorrow.